What is up, y'all, and thanks for checking in with me and B. You wanna say? Say? It's June, it's Pride Month, so I'd like my next few videos to be in honor of Pride Month. And to start that off, I'd like to give you guys a list of my favorite LGBT movies, documentaries, TV shows, all that fun stuff. We are back to basics. We got the classic set going here. It's me in front of the camera, just talking to y'all, and let's get this thing rolling. So number one is an extremely touching documentary called Bridegroom. I'm sure a lot of y'all have already seen this, but if you haven't, you really got to go watch this. It's about two gay dudes, Thomas and Shane, who fall in love, live a happy life, and then Thomas dies. And it's when Thomas dies that our country really starts to show its true colors. Because gay marriage wasn't legal in the state of California and really wasn't legal around the whole country, Shane didn't have any legal standing when it came to Thomas's estate, you know, just really anything. He didn't have any legal standing, and it's really heartbreaking because these guys were in a relationship for years and they loved each other, and you can really tell they loved each other in the documentary. And then, you know, tragedy happens and Thomas's family basically shuts Shane out, and it's just heartbreaking that that was legally able to happen. The next movie I have for you guys is The Way He Looks. I saw this on Netflix yesterday, actually, and it's such a great movie. It's a foreign film, and I find that most of the really good gay movies are foreign films. This one is a coming of age movie about a blind dude, Leonardo, who falls in love with a new kid at school. This movie really took me back to high school and being unsure of myself and really uncomfortable with my sexuality, and I think it's a great movie that y'all should really watch. Next is a show that was on HBO, and it's I think it's actually canceled now. It had about 3 seasons, and I think they're gonna have a finale special. But it's called Looking, and that was really the first show that I'd ever seen that really talked about how the gay community was and how it was to be gay. And it, you know, they talk about Grindr and about open relationships and dating other gay dudes, and it was just, I don't know, when I first started watching it, I was really impressed by all the things they were talking about, because these were all things that I was sort of newly experiencing but never really heard anybody talk about. Another documentary, Matt Shepard is a Friend of Mine. This documentary is absolutely devastating. It creates a really nice, sweet, personal portrait of this kid, Matt Shepard, who was just a gay kid. You know, he was a sweet, nice gay kid. Because he was gay, he was murdered in such a horrific way that was so dehumanizing and so degrading, and it was awful that that sort of thing could ever happen, because people weren't accepting of that sort of thing. And he just found himself in the wrong place at the wrong time. He was in a town where he probably shouldn't have been as a gay man, which is really interesting to sort of think about, that as a gay man or a lesbian woman or transgender, anything like that, that certain places you can't be. That's just horrible. Like, this country is completely free, and yet there's still places where I'd probably fear for my life if I lived there. And he happened to be in one of those places and met an untimely death, and it was just really sad. So Matt Shepard is a friend of mine. Go check that one out on Netflix. So this next one, Brokeback Mountain. I know everybody has fucking seen it at this point, but I just saw it a few days ago for the first time. I remember growing up, my mom had it on DVD, and I was never allowed to watch it. It was really like forbidden that I watched it. So I would try to sneak it, and I would watch like a scene or two. You know what? It was really cheesy. There were parts where the music would come in and the actors would be just in a really sweet moment, and it was just so fucking cheesy, but it was such a great movie. It's perfectly shot. I absolutely loved it. Jake Gyllenhaal, Heath Ledger. It's just a really good movie. So if you were one of the few people like me who hadn't seen it, go check that out. And this final movie that I'm going to suggest to y'all is, after I saw it, it became one of my favorite movies. It's got to be top 5 of favorite movies of all time. It is perfectly shot. It's got great actors, great story, you know, great cinematography. Everything is just fucking perfect about this movie. And it is right up my alley. It's a movie that's on Netflix now, so you guys can go watch it. It's called Drown, and it stars MacLeod, who is absolutely phenomenal in this movie. I don't know if this dude's really gay or not, but if he ain't, he did a really good job of portraying a self-hating, homophobic gay guy who you really don't have any sympathy for. because he's just so nasty and so vicious. And then at the same time, you kind of like, there's a little knob in the back of your head that's sort of turning on your sympathy for him. The movie's about a couple of lifesavers, and the main guy, Lenny, who's played by MacLeod, is gay but not out. He's really self-hating, really homophobic, like I said, and he's got sort of this unhealthy obsession slash crush on this other lifesaver who is gay and who's out, more comfortable with himself as a boyfriend. And so Lenny decides to take all his self-hating frustration out on this guy who he really likes. The whole movie is so full of homophobia, and it gets really nauseating at some points, to the point where the bullying is just too much and it's too real. But I think that's what makes the movie so great, is it is very real and it is very true. And where I live at this college town, there are so many gay dudes that I know who are so self-hating and really feel like they're at a dead end. They can't come out, they can't tell anybody, they can't live a true life to themselves. And it's just really sad, and this movie really resonates with that knowledge that I have of all of that. And I used to be in that same place. I used to be very, very uncomfortable with it. I was never as extreme as this character Lenny is, but I definitely felt that self-hatred, and MacLeod portrays that perfectly in this movie. So if you guys haven't seen it, Drown, it's on Netflix. If you take anything from this list, go see Drown. It is fucking phenomenal, and I really hope you guys like it as much as I did. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And on Monday we will have a new video, I promise. We are back on that Monday schedule. All throughout June we will be continuing our celebration of Pride Month, and thanks for watching. I love you. I love you. You love me? You love me? Let's stop right there.